In this tutorial, we're going to make a new tile set and create a new tile map. The graphics we're going to use are on opengameart.org. I'll put the link in the description. These graphics and art on OpenGameArt actually have licenses, so you'll have to read the license before you can distribute any of this to make sure that you abide by the license. But they're free to use. If you scroll down, you'll find the Hyptosis Tile Art Batch 1. This is the one we're going to use in this tutorial. Click on it to download. If you open it, there's a lot of really nice tiles in here. We're going to actually scale it up to make it larger so that it'll look nicer on a higher resolution screen. Close that. Open GIMP. I just go into my download folder, take that and drag it into GIMP, image, scale image. Instead of 960, I'm going to change it to 1920 by 1920. Down here where it says interpolation, you want to change that to none, so that way it doesn't try to anti-alias your tiles, and it leaves the pixels the way they were. I'm going to export it. I'm going to change the name T Hyptosis for the artist. Export. Oh, I forgot to put the .png. Export. You can just close that, discard changes. Now in your game folder, in your content folder, under 2D and tile sets, actually we're going to put that in textures, sprite sheet. Just take it and drag it, drop it into the folder. Now open it up, change the texture group to 2D pixels unfiltered, close it, save all. Now if you right click on it, go up to Sprite Actions, you can go to Create Tile Set. I'm going to hit F2 and change the name to TS Hyptosis. To find out what size tiles we have on this tile set, which I already know they're 64, but sometimes if you can't find out what the actual range is, then you have to just experiment until you get the right size. These are 64 by 64. Best way to test your tile size is to come to the bottom right, and if they match here, they generally match everywhere. You can close that, save all. If you left click on that and click Create Tile Map, if you open this and look right here, it says translucent unlit sprite material, and this is the wrong setting. For some reason, it's some kind of bug. It may only be in 421. I don't know. I'm in Unreal Engine 421. Go ahead and close that. And go back and delete that tile map, just hit delete. The way that you actually have to do it is right click in the window, and then you go to Paper 2D and Tile Map. Call that TM Hyptosis. Now if you open this and look, it says Masked Unlit Sprite Material. The translucent unlit sprite material actually calls it to be see-through. You'll be able to see through the tile map into what's on the back side of it, and that's not what we want. So then you can just come over to your active tile set and select the Hyptosis tile set. The map width we're going to want is going to be 30, which is 30 times 64 is 1920, and our top-down tile map is supposed to be 1920 by 1920. So 30, 30, 64 for the tile width, 64 for the tile height. And there we go. Let's move these over a little bit here. You can fill this out however you want to, but I'm just going to paint mine in. Just kind of skip around, make it to where all the tiles, all of them don't look completely the same. Alright, when you fill this in, you want to remember that on the top and the bottom, this tile map is going to be moving down. So you want the bottom and the top to match so that it looks like there's no seam, it looks seamless. Just put some different stuff in there. You can draw this in however you want to. You can use any of these tiles you want to. Let's come over this way a little bit. Just paint those right in. And when you want to add stuff over that, you just hit this, add a new layer. Also, if you want to use more than one tile, you can just hold down your left mouse button and select. Erase those little stickies. What that is, I guess it's not a plant. Control Z. Wrong layer. Just go back there. goes back to the other. Some of these weird little shapes they got. Put some sci-fi stuff in there. And there's an idea. One there and then one over here so that they match. Alright, that looks good. Save. Now, let's build a background for it. You just go to your blueprints, backgrounds, tile maps, non-interactive, and top down. Let's just duplicate this one. And we'll call that BP tile maps, BP tile map Hyptosis. Double click that. And that way we can just swap this out to Hyptosis. I'm going to go to the event graph. This is another bug with tile maps. This tile map component being used in a blueprint is still called experimental. So if you load it without this, it will actually not show the tile map. And it's just because of the way that my levels are built in the game kit. When it loads it in, it flashes it in so quickly, I guess, that the tile map doesn't get filled in before the camera is turned on, so it just, you have to set the tile map. Alright. Now let's put it in our new level. Open the play level. On your level controller, BP level controller 7, the one that we created in the previous tutorial, make sure that that's not set to side scroll level. Let's go back to our blueprints, back to our tile map, backgrounds, tile maps, non-interactive, top down. Also, go up here to movement and make sure our movement's in top down. If your movement's, if it says enemy movement side scroll, change your movement, go into the top down folder and select one of these instead, since we're going to do a top down level now. These still work, but they just don't look right. Alright, you want to make sure the level number we're working on, make sure to change it to 1. and then make sure 1 is changed to the level number that we're working on, so that way it plays our level first instead of the original first level. And that's the tile map we made. If you hit pause, sometimes you'll see some flashing in here, and if you maximize the screen, it usually takes that out. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to like and subscribe if you want to get more of these videos. Thank you.